A few long months ago, I made a video talking about how I hate horror games and there's no way I would ever indulge in some heart attack inducing video games. Well, it seems like I have to correct myself here because with the recent Steam sales, I finally mustered some courage to tackle what is now my first ever horror game, and of course, I managed to roll credits on it. That game was none other than Resident Evil 2 remake featuring my boy Leon S. Kennedy, the rookie cop fresh out of the academy that seems to just accept everything happening around him, even if it means death, decay and demise. Well, as a horror hater, I have to admit, this game was actually quite awesome.
Hey, that's pretty good.
From beginning to end, I never felt like the game was ever trying to pull something cheap out of me with puny jump scares. Instead, I really felt how the game gradually built up the atmosphere to make moments more intense, never going overboard with it and staying as it should be. I actually quite liked the gameplay. The over-the-shoulder camera really fits the style of game and it's no wonder that people really enjoy it. The weapons the game provides you are fun to use and you also get tons of upgrades for them if you manage to find them while looking around the police station and the rest of the map. One of the things I have to talk about when I talk about RE2, of course, is Mr. X. And honestly, I have nothing really to say about him. It really wasn't that scary despite the 2 or 3 times he cornered me. Despite that, I think people exaggerate how scary he is, if I'm being honest with you. The story, despite what you personally might think about it, really appealed to me. It was actually enjoyable and led me to a couple-day-long binge of RE lore, which also led me to finally dive into RE7, but that's a story for another day. I think the levels and environments you traverse are also really good here. The police station is filled with puzzles for you to solve with backtracking that allows you to uncover even more secrets with every step you take, making it very fulfilling to go back to a room you weren't able to open and finally see what's inside. Being a sci-fi fan, I also like how the game leads you into some more futuristic places down the road. I love the part of the game where you go and explore the Umbrella Lab because it makes you aware that despite of how silly the horror story you playing might be, there is always a lore behind it or something big at play in the world of Resident Evil. RE2 Remake was and is a good introduction to horror games. By playing this, I can easily tell that maybe, just maybe, I'm exaggerating when it comes to horror games and some of them really aren't that scary as I thought them to be. As I'm making this video, I have already beaten RE7 and I'm on my way to start RE4 and RE8 after that. I guess I'm now addicted to this franchise. I am really glad I'm finally easing my way into the horror game genre, because now I get the chance to finally play games that have been on my list for a long time, like Dead Space, Alien Isolation and Prey 2017, which are all awesome sci-fi horror games. Sometime in the future I want to make a video detailing to you how I finally got the courage to play this game, which I think would be a really fun idea for a video. Other than that, I'm glad you tuned in to finally hear how I managed to man up and beat a horror game. I would be really thankful if you could recommend some other survival horror games you think I should try out. Please leave a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss any of my future content. I know I've been slacking out, but I have my reasons and I'm also going to record a video on that. Other than that, have a good week. This has been the Retro Den, and I'm out.